ABCs of Safe Touch with Amber. Like and subscribe. I know what to do.
Hey day ones, I'm Amber, a licensed professional trauma therapist, a mom of 4, and the author of the ABCs of Safe and Unsafe Touch, and also I Know What to Do workbook. In this 5-minute video today, you are going to learn the following: how to teach your child the real meaning of consequences without shame or fear, why consequences protect both your child's body and their relationships. Number 3, how broken boundaries in childhood can lead to the repeating cycle of harm. And I have seen it way too many times, and how we can stop it. If you're ready to break generational cycles and raise kids who respect their own bodies and others, you're in the right place. Let's jump in. So why letter C? C is for consequences. In my book, the ABCs of Safe Touch, it's going to be letter C, right? Consequences. So this is the letter C page. I don't want to give you guys too much of the book, but why consequences matter. It's so important because without consequences, our children don't think to not do things. You know, if there's no consequence, why not do it? So consequences are very important to teach. And how we're going to teach this early as potty training, that is the goal. And in many of my SA cases with my clients over the last 13 years, a lot of kids did not know what happened to them shouldn't have been repeated. So if I have a kid that came to me and they were SA'd, a lot of them at times repeated the cycle. They never learned that what happened to them wasn't okay. So then they repeated the inappropriate behavior. So it's so important for us to teach early on, before anything happens, the consequences of touching somebody when you shouldn't. And if your child is ever touched inappropriately, to never repeat the cycle. That is huge. If you don't get anything out this video, get that. How do you teach this early? I mean early, okay? As soon as your child starts to talk, as soon as they're potty trained, we're teaching C for consequence. If you hit, someone gets hurt. If you touch someone's body without asking, you break their trust. Hands are for helping, not for hurting. We want to teach early that touching someone else's body without permission is a serious thing, even if it seems small at first. If you grew up afraid of getting in trouble, it might feel hard to even teach consequences without shame, right? But boundaries plus consequences aren't about punishment. They're about building self-respect and respect for others. Protection, not punishment. Instead of just saying, don't hit your sister, say hands are for helping, not for hurting. If you hurt someone, you need to make it right. So this is an example. So instead of saying you don't touch anybody's body part but your own, this is why we don't do that. We don't want to put harm to someone else. You only touch your own private area. You never touch anyone else's. Okay, again, if you need to know what the private areas are, you need to go back to letter A. A is for anatomy. That is for my other video. If you want to check that out, it's going to be here. And then also, how to apologize, how to make amends, and not just punishment. A lot of us grew up thinking consequences were only about punishment, right? But teaching consequences the right way is about teaching responsibility, boundaries, and respect. Consequences teach children that their actions do affect others. If you're new here, I want you to subscribe, because this is going to be the A to Z series of ABCs of Safe and Unsafe Touch, example from this book that I wrote. I do have the workbook. It finally came out on Amazon, the I Know What to Do workbook, along with the ABCs of Safe Touch. This is going to be a hands-on activity for your child and the trusted adult. So this is the bundle that people have been purchasing this week. So check that out in the link below. Teaching your child about consequences now protects their relationships, their self-worth, and their safety later. I post new videos every Sunday, so subscribe to the ABCs of Safe Touch with Amber and share with the family that needs this. See you next time for letter D.
Thanks for watching. Want to keep your kids safe and confident? Hit subscribe and check out the ABCs of Safe and Unsafe Touch book and workbook below. And remember, your voice is powerful. Use it.